Um, I was wondering if you could expound on a little bit more about understanding where the mind is going. When you say that versus watching one's thoughts, how do you not get tripped up in prescription versus seeing where the mind is going versus following?
The following the thought thing is just the other Buddhist parable nonsense.
Exactly.
It's all what you see. There's something that you have to you absolutely must, if you are looking for the truth. This isn't a necessity, but if someone is genuinely seeking the truth, what they have to understand is that they're nowhere in this society, not in any religious text, not in any ism, not in any religion, not in any spirituality, not on any preacher, not in any motivational speaker, not in any book or media or newspaper or blog or podcast or whatever it may be. There is nowhere that they're going to go in this society and not find a saturation of prescriptions, because that is all humans are looking for, and the demand creates the supply. All humans know how to do is prescribe, and all humans know how to do is to ask for prescriptions. So if someone realizes that, and they really genuinely want the truth, then they will begin to see that there is nothing in their life, there is nothing in the world in which they've been seeking answers that is anything other than prescriptions. No matter how nice it sounds, or how spiritual it sounds, or how poetic it may seem, it is all prescriptions. And they must also understand not to turn no prescription into a rule to follow. It isn't that no prescriptions is a rule. There is no compulsion to follow it. But if one is genuinely seeking the truth, and they will see the futility of prescriptions, they will see that prescriptions will always lead them back to where they started. It is just a cul-de-sac. It can never lead them anywhere. So you can watch your thoughts until the cows come home, and
Exactly.
50 years later, you will still be watching them. If you look at if you look at the meditators, do they become enlightened? No, none of them.
No.
Not a single one. If you look at the ones who are following mindfulness, they're following mindfulness today, and 70 years later, they're still following mindfulness. And when they're told by the Buddhists, they're told, well, just keep practicing. Well, that's fine. How long did you practice? If the person's close to death, how many years do they have left to practice? Do they practice after they die? So everything that you must understand about human beings, you have to understand the source. And the source from which you're getting these things is a human. And a human is a prescribing machine. You will not find in your lifetime a single human being who will not try to prescribe to you and to make you do something because it's good for you, or give you advice to make you happier. Nowhere will you find that. So there's no outrage about that, there's no reason to be upset about that. But if you understand that, then you know that you will, if you go to a farm of barking dogs, you're not shocked because you expect dogs to bark. So in the same way, if you understand that it is the nature of human beings to prescribe, and it is also in the nature of human beings not to get anywhere in their life and to completely waste their entire life. And if you examine obituaries and cemeteries, what you will see is that every human being dies unaware. Every human being dies unrealized. Every human being dies unhappy. Every human being dies unfree. If you realize that, then you will not fall into the trap of listening to what people say. You will burn all your books. You will turn off your radio. You will not listen to anyone because you know that they will give you nothing but prescriptions.